Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for VISAGE. So dear viewers, this video game originally released all the way back in 2020, a year I remember fondly as the year I played a hell of a lot of video games. But we are not here to talk about just any old video game. No, we are here to discuss VISAGE. And just like that beautiful bearded bastard Barry Bertrum, you're probably wondering,
what is this?
VISAGE is an indie psychological horror video game in which we play as Dwayne Anderson as he explores a strangely structured house, uncovering the backstories of the inhabitants that once lived there, as well as dealing with supernatural entities, locked doors, and of course, bloody jump scares. So let's review this horror video game the only way I know how. Badly. And let's start with what I actually enjoy about VISAGE. There's absolutely no denying it, dear viewers, this game is scary. Jump scares aplenty, eerie things just out of sight, supernatural entities that can attack at any bloody moment, bloody light bulbs breaking, doors slamming, electronic devices malfunctioning, the toilet flushing all by itself. Well, maybe not that last one, but let's pretend that's something that happens in the game. The game also features a sanity meter, similar to games like Amnesia: The Dark Descent, in which if you stand in the darkness for too long, something sinister might just happen. The game's also damn disturbing. The first 2.5 minutes of the game sees a character murdering their entire family before unaliving themselves. Barney the Purple Dinosaur? This game is not. But what's the use in being scary if you can't be at least half decent looking? And thankfully, this game is quite a looker. Aesthetically, it might remind you of something like PT. And that's no coincidence. This game is obviously heavily inspired by that Silent Hills playable teaser. But whereas that game is essentially a looping hallway, this game sees the house being a kind of, sort of semi-open world, with large sections freely explorable to the player at all times, and multiple pathways to reach each area. And you'll do that the usual way you do it in these first-person horror video games. You'll find keys to unlock doors, solve very simple puzzles, and generally just figure out where the hell to go and what the hell to do. I also very much enjoyed all the backstories we get for all the previous inhabitants of this house. Eventually we figure out just what the hell is going on with our playable character himself, but we also learn about a little girl, an elderly couple, a very, very paranoid man, and all of these chapters have at least something in them that's either going to disturb or dissuade you from continuing to play, particularly if you've got a weak heart like me, and or a rather weak bowel like me. You'll also be glad to hear that the game features multiple endings as well. And it certainly isn't the shortest horror game I've ever played. So I think I've said enough nice things about VISAGE, but is there anything in the game that I don't enjoy so much? There's no denying this game is scary, but I personally would like a little more downtime when I'm playing the game. From minute 1 to the second I rolled the credits in this game, I was more anxious than that time I foolishly decided to ask a bear for a lap dance. This game is pretty full on when it comes to the scares and the atmosphere. But come on, game developer, do I have to be shit scared the whole time I'm playing this game? What? Oh, I do? Oh, okay then. There's also no denying that this is yet another first-person horror game in which you cannot fight back against the enemies. And while that definitely makes the game more tense, I have played many of these horror games before, and it can get just a little bit repetitive. Trying to recover your sanity meter so you're not gonna get bumped by some hideous abomination that happens to be standing behind you. But those are pretty minor gripes in what is a terrifying first-person horror video game. So if you think you can handle that, I highly recommend that you play VISAGE. Therefore, I declare that VISAGE is absolutely bloody horrifying. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my review for VISAGE. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.